Anyway, so I probably have to call up a friend in Jersey, use his address. Like, I want to apply for jobs over here. Like, what's your credentials? And shit like that. I'm like, well, I was this, this, and this. He's like, what do you need? I was this, this, and this, right? And well, we gotta verify. And I'm like, okay, go verify. I'm on the phone. It's like, I need you to say this. I need you to say that. Whatever they called up. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. It's like manager for 10 years, boom. Then you know how to do this, boom. I don't know, my chat's getting all fucked up, so I don't know where I put my phone. I'll do this later. The thing is, like, they look at your resume and be like, all right, that's good or whatever, you know. And then you keep getting shot down because it'd be like, as soon as you show up, you're like, man, this looks like a white person. And then they're like, oh man, I'm not gonna hire it. So, but if you can make your resume not only look like a white person, and that a lot of people, white people, undoubtedly need to deal with you or whatever, then you're good. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, what do you gotta bring to the table, man? You just another dark motherfucker and be like, ah, fuck him. Treat him like a piece of shit. I'll do one more. There's so much shit I gotta do. I gotta mail in that lens. Yeah, I gotta get that lens. I don't know, like my video capture is not working right now. It's kind of buggy. Oh. And people like, I don't really understand. It's like, if you don't like our attitudes or our argumentative or how we view the world or anything like that, it's like, why do you incarcerate us? Why do you choose to separate us from society at such a young age, you know? Why did you choose not to educate us and put us in jail when we were young? That's all I'm saying. It's like, you create a problem and then you blame us for the problem. And then you're like, and then you want us to respect you for it. I'm like, man, ain't doing, I don't care. If you're not gonna, we achieve all these things despite all that negative racism stuff. How can I respect people who achieved anything if you don't respect us for achieving anything? So I have to disregard it just like you disregard us. You know? I'm just saying, that's just our default. That's just the human condition. If you get an education, how can I get a degree? How can I respect that? You know what I'm talking about? If you're not respecting that we've been in the military, how can I respect that you have? You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, it's the world you're creating. And it's wrong or whatever, but you got to fight against those urges, you know? I mean, a lot of cool people out there, but it's just like people who haven't dealt with minorities. You deal with a lot of those people from the Midwest and other parts of the country, and lay down all these like little things like it's like the world's a checkbox. And I was like, dude, if you're not cool with me, I'm not gonna be cool with you, you know? Simple as that. So I don't care what you say or what you achieved or how hard you are or whatever else, who you know. If you ain't cool, then it's wasting my time, man. And I guess people need to understand that. It's like if you're not a decent person and I can't trust you, it doesn't matter what you are, what you say you are. I can't deal with it, and I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about? It's not racist. It's just you doing what's best for yourself, you know? And if you want to, I don't really understand people who try to look hard anyways. I mean, where does that really get you? It gets you into trouble. So, I mean, I guess when you're younger, sort of evolve into that too, you know? It's just like, if you're not going to fight for me, why I care how hard you are or whatever, you know? Or how violent you are. Things are going to happen. You got to deal with it. And it's just like, You got all the stuff that happens. See, look where all that negativity gets you. You know what I'm talking about? So I ain't trying to deal with anybody like that to begin with. But you see a lot of educated people do that too, you know, with degrees. And I'm like, man, you should have learned that when you're younger. That leads nowhere but destruction. I guess a lot of these people didn't learn that late in life, you know. The only way to win a, never to lose a violent confrontation is not to put yourself into one. So it's difficult, you know. You gotta do the right thing, right, so to speak. Deal with all this racism where they're trying to provoke you to be racist and violent. And I'm glad I figured it out. You know, you lift weights, you have that physical preference, physical presence of being so people don't fuck with you pretty much, you know? Don't be racist with you. You could be very violent and have that. You could be a sports star and have that, but being physically built also gives you that physical respect and wards off racism. And maybe I shouldn't be racist to that individual over there because, you know, you don't outwardly say it, but he's muscle bound or whatever. So I'm glad I found a better way, you know what I mean? Of course, you know, if you make a lot of money, you push a lot of racism away. So all these things requires a lot of work, you know, make a lot of money. And don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say like it's a hardcore thing, your achievements, but it does. If you gain so many achievements and achieve a lot, you cross a threshold where they'll listen to it. There's no set number, but being in the military, getting these degrees, becoming successful, and then they sort of will listen to it, you know, outside your culture, outside your race. So you gotta do that too, no matter what. You can't just be like, well, no matter what I do, blah blah. It's more like it's minimized to such a degree, you know. They just gotta keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Where it's undeniable that okay, he's somebody I should listen to, you know. But when you're young, you know, you don't know this, you know what I mean? No one guides you. They just deny that racism exists. And then they blame you for it. But anyways, I'm out.